Today I'm going to be making a smoked chuck roast, aka poor man's brisket. It's a little bit more per pound, but the whole price of this thing's about $16, whereas a pack of brisket, would be $78 or $80. It's got nice marbling. I would say it's not as good as brisket, but it's pretty good. And today I'm going to be testing out an INKBIRD wireless thermometer. First thing I'm going to do is put a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Oops. Put that on there nice and evenly. Flip it. Keep bumping into the camera with my hat. All right. I'm almost out. This is going to be the last cook with my Blazing Star beef rub, one of my absolute favorite rubs that I've ever tried. So I got to order some more of this. Hopefully we have enough. Okay. Pat your rub. Don't rub your rub. We're going to get both sides, and hopefully I have enough to get the edges. Gonna be close. Right, pat that in. And I like to just pick this up and kind of roll the edges, pick up some of this excess. Don't have a whole lot of excess, so I'll hit the edges. Down towards the bottom here. Still got a tiny little bit left. Maybe I'll finish that off later. All right, looking good. Let's get the smoker fired up. Okay, smoker's fired up. So I'm excited to let you guys know that INKBIRD reached out to me and sent me this thermometer to test and give a little review of. There'll be a discount code and an Amazon link down in the comment section. You can see that one of them is reading 86 degrees and the other is reading 58 degrees. I have one set up with this little bracket here that was included in the package. It's going to be registering my ambient temperature of my grill. The actual built-in temperature thermometer here for the ambient temperature of the grill is kind of inaccurate, I should say. My grill is actually much hotter than it says. So I have a replacement. I have to put that in, but I'm excited to try this out today. And this other one that's reading 58 degrees right now is going to be inserted into the meat, and I'm going to have an alarm set for 100 and probably 85 degrees. And at that point, I'm going to wrap it up, and then I'll set my alarm for 200, and then we're going to test for probe tenderness. All right, so I'm going to open up the INKBIRD app, go to my home screen. I was just in here a second ago. So we have temperature probe number 1, which is this orange one, and we have temperature probe number 2, which is the green one. The temperature probe number 1, I want to set it for my ambient temperature, so I'm going to click right here on the little graph. I'm actually going to go click on the thermometer right here. I want to set it to custom and have a range. I want my minimum value. I want my maximum value to be, we'll call it, I'll do like 230. No, I'll do 235. Okay? And I want my minimum value to be 195. So this will tell me if my grill is getting too warm or too cool. So I'm going to click set up. I heard a beep. It sounds like it is beeping because it's below the minimum temperature right now. So it's sending me an alarm. Are they clear there? So for the next one, I'm going to set this to custom and set this to 100 and call it 180. I want to take this into the stall kind of far, so we'll do 180 degrees, and I'll click set up on that. So it's going to send me an alarm when it reaches 180 degrees via Wi-Fi. Today we are using a water pan just to help out with moisture and help that bark bloom. I have the ambient temperature probe right here, and I have the meat probe right here. I'm going to try to do this my best one-handed. Let's get that as close to the center as I can. It's a little tough to do one-handed. I think that's probably good. Take out that excess. So here we go. We'll see in a few hours. Just like I told you guys, my grill runs hotter than it says. So we're at 243 degrees internal, according to the INKBIRD, only at 194 according to my grill. So what I'm gonna do is turn down the heat to low smoke instead of high smoke. Hopefully that helps address the problem. So this is a graph that the app provides that shows you the temperature over the time period that you're cooking. This is the ambient temperature probe. You can see the temperatures going up and down, a nice small range. And then I switch over to the temperature probe that was inserted in the meat, temperature probe number 2. And you can see over the hours how the temperature had come up nice and slow. This thing cooked all day, so it's a really cool feature. So all throughout the day, whenever the temperature of my grill would go above or below the preset range, I would get a notification on my phone. I was actually at Home Depot once when it told me it got too low. So pretty cool. Once the temperature probe in the meat hit 185 degrees, I was alerted, and so I came out to the grill, threw down some tallow on some butcher paper, and then wrapped it up, threw it back on the smoker, and then reinserted that probe and set the app to tell me when it reached 200 degrees internal temperature. A little while later, the thermometer alerted me that the meat hit 200 degrees internal temperature. So I threw on my shoes, headed outside, and I used an instant read thermometer to just check for tenderness. It was nice and tender, so I took it off, threw it on the cutting board, and just let it sit there. I did reinsert the temperature probe so I could kind of watch the temperature drop down as the meat was resting. I didn't let it rest as long as I would like to, as long as I normally do, I should say. We were starving, it was getting late, so I just let it rest for about a half hour. Normally I would at least do an hour. But this thing came out super juicy, tender, smoky, that great flavor from the Blazing Star barbecue beef rub. This was just overall a really successful cook, and I think a lot of that has to be attributed to the INKBIRD Wi-Fi thermometer. This is a super cool tool that I'm excited to add into my arsenal. I'd never used one before, but now I don't know if I'll ever do a long cook again without one. It was so neat to be able to just, be a dad and do dad stuff, take care of yard work, go to Home Depot, and be able to keep an eye on my grill and the temperature. Of course, I had family members there that could unplug it in case anything unsafe happened. But it was just cool to know what was going on at all times and get alerted and not to have to constantly babysit it. The thermometer itself seemed really high quality. The probe seemed high quality. The app was super user-friendly and very intuitive. I think this would make a great gift for Christmas. I think this would be a great tool for Thanksgiving when you're cooking that turkey so you don't overcook it. Guys, check out the description, check out the comment section. There'll be a link down there, an Amazon link that's got a discount built into it. And thank you, INKBIRD, for sending out this thermometer for me to check out. And thank you guys for watching. Take care. Next time.